I request VSN sir to please have the technical session for this modern land survey through hybrid technology, please.
My special thanks to Labasna for giving me this opportunity second time also. And especially to Dr. Sneha Ji. So likewise, I convey my thanks to Valvan sir, Ramesh sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all, sir. So first of all, let's view a documentary film on our AP Resurvey project, which was displayed by our Commercial Service Settlement, Sri Siddhartha Jain, Senior IAS Officer, before the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji. Let's view the documentary film.
The land records prepared by the Britishers about a century ago have become archaic, leading to disputes and hindering growth. Andhra Pradesh is implementing comprehensive land survey using state-of-the-art geospatial technology, drones and advanced satellite-based positioning systems to assign latitude and longitude to the land parcel with plus or minus 10 centimeters point accuracy. The process of resurvey is explained by conducting Gram Sabha before drone fly. The survey teams visit every land parcel with its image in the presence of owner and neighbors to determine the boundaries, extent and ownership in a participatory manner to prepare final record of rights having a unique property identification number, making land ownership information geospatial, secure, reliable and accessible seamlessly. Village secretariats now provide integrated survey, registration and record of rights auto-mutation at the village level itself in half the time as before. This required a massive collaborative effort of several departments of state government enabling legal framework, SOP, dedicated IT and GIS applications, recruitment of ground functionaries, innumerable trainings on technology and soft skills, liberalization of geospatial guidelines, support from Digital India Land Records Modernization Program and Survey of India enabled setting up of geospatial infrastructure to capture geo-tagged images. Andhra Pradesh is willing to share its resurvey experience for moving towards a land litigation-free India, thereby promoting economic growth and infrastructure development.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Valvan sir. So this is the overall view of our AP resurvey project. Now let us view the PPT. So modern land survey through hybrid technology in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Next. So as all of you know that the survey is of mainly two types. One is topographical survey and another is cadastral survey or revenue survey. The topographical survey is being conducted with the Survey of India. They will prepare the topo sheets. So likewise, the next is cadastral survey or the revenue survey. It is being done by the Survey and Land Records Department and Revenue Department of Andhra Pradesh. So here we are preparing the database, large scale mapping. So this is the main motto of our cadastral survey. Next. If you see the history of the systems of survey in UP, this will show the various generations of survey in UP. Next slide. So there are totally 8 systems of survey. The 8 generations are there. The 5 mass, Kasra, simple triangulation, triangle with offsets, plane table, block map, Punganur, and diagonal and offset system. This is the 8th generation we are using in AP. Next. This is D&O system, diagonal and offset system. Next. So this is about the history of the department. Our Survey and Land Records department was established in the year 1900. The initial survey was conducted for revenue villages during 1900 to 1910. And regarding Inam and estate villages, they were conducted from 1960 to 70 based on the AP Estate Abolition Act and AP Inam Abolition Acts. And department was reorganized in the year 1971 by establishing district maintenance units, which is headed by the Assistant Director, District Survey and Land Records Officer. At the district level, at the division level, Deputy Inspector of Survey, at the mandal level, mandal surveyor, and at the village level, village surveyor. This is the hierarchy of the department. At the regional level, actually, earlier in AP, it was 13 districts. Now the number is doubled. Now it is 26 districts. There are 2 regional deputy directors looking after half of the state, that is 13 districts. And above RDD, joint director, myself, I am the vice principal of AP Institute of Geodesy and Geoinformatics. And finally, the Commissioner Survey Settlement is the head of the department, who is under the control of Chief Commissioner of Land Administration. Next. Our Commissioner, sir, will mainly handle the various acts like AP Survey and Boundaries Act 1923, AP Inam Abolition Act, AP Estate Abolition Act. So likewise, these are the main acts. AP Records of Rights 1971. So these are the main acts we are dealing. Next. So these are the existing records. Now they will become the legacy records also. FMB, the field measurement book for each survey number. Likewise, RVM revenue village map. Next, RSR resettlement register for revenue villages. Likewise, settlement Fairadhangal or Fairland register for Inam and estate villages. Next, this is FMB. Next, this is the revenue village map. Next, this is the resettlement register. The earlier 2 are the spatial data and this is the textual data. Next. So what is the need for resurvey? So why we have gone for the resurvey? The main objective, the main intention is the next missing records. In the year 1987, you know, the Chief Minister, the then Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, has abolished the VKs and VMs system, village Karnams and village Munsub system. He has abolished the system. At that time, most of them have taken away our records. They have not submitted back to the department. So that is another reason. And in the agency areas, Naxals have destroyed the government offices and some of our records were damaged. Some of the records are dilapidated in condition, brittle, crumbled, powder. There are many court litigations. Many mutations have occurred on ground, but they are not updated in the revenue records. They are not reflected. They are not replicated in the revenue records. And all the records are manually prepared records, physical records. There are no any digitized records. So there is a need of digitized record. And moreover, for the integration of different stakeholding departments like survey, revenue, panchayati raj, municipal, registration. So there is the need of a resurvey. Next. So, and we want to create the single source of truth, single source of information. So these are the main reasons for the initiation of resurvey in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Next. The main motto of this resurvey is here. So we are giving very advanced features, like we are issuing digitized record, geo-referenced record with latitude, longitude, geo codes, with GSD of 5 centimeter, ground sampling distance of 5 centimeters, with an accuracy of plus or minus 10 centimeter. We are issuing the records with ILPIN, unique land parcel identification number. We are issuing the records with QR code, quick responsive code. If you scan that QR, you will get the details of all those land details. So this is with the collaboration of Survey of India, so various stakeholding departments like survey, revenue, panchayati raj, municipal administration and urban development, registration departments. Next. So we are using the hybrid technology. We are using the aerial survey. We are using the ground-based survey. Like ground-based, like ETS, electronic total station, GNSS rovers, receivers, DGPS, quartz network, continuously operating reference station, the ground-based survey. Likewise, aerial survey. We are using drones, helicopters, aircrafts. So it is the hybrid technology we are utilizing in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Next. So this is the technology transition from conventional to the advanced technology. Earlier, we used to do the survey with the chain and cross staff, chain of 20 meters, cross staff, theodolite for traverse survey, tape and everything. That is the conventional instruments, survey instruments. Now we have gone to the advanced instruments like rovers, cars, drone, helicopters and aircrafts. Next. So we are conducting the survey for all the lands except to forest lands. Agri lands are being surveyed by the survey and revenue departments. Likewise, the Abadi, Gramakantas, village sites, they are conducted. Panchayat Raj department is looking after the survey of the Abadi areas through central government scheme Sumitva, surveying villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. And regarding the urban lands, the MUNDD, Municipal Administration and Urban Development Department is taking up the research. Next. Yeah, this is regarding the logistics. We have procured 32 drones. 22 drones are of Trinity company. It's a Germany-based company. The cost is around 23 lakhs each drone. So like a cars network, continuously operating reference stations, the network we have established by the Messrs. Hexagon agency, like a company. We have established 70 cars base stations. The total cost was 10 crores. And regarding rovers, we have procured GNSS receivers. Already we have procured 2,600 and additionally we are procuring another 2,000 receivers. The various companies, Pentax, SatLab Iran, Geotrax, Geomatics, Green Valley, Aposi, Javed, the various types of receivers we have procured. Next, departmental pilots. we have trained up our surveyors and village surveys on drone piloting. So we are having 101 self-sufficient drone pilots. They were trained at Drone Destination Academy, Gurgaon. And the Trinity and Vital agencies, they have given the training for these people. Out of these 101, there are 39 pilots have got the licenseship. So we are utilizing the services of these departmental pilots, and we are getting a very good outturn. Daily, each pilot is giving 24 square kilometers per drone per day. Likewise, laptops, 1,229 we have procured and supplied to the surveys. Desktops, 105. DPC, Data Processing Center. We have established a data processing center at each erstwhile districts, 13 districts. They are established at the district headquarters. They will do the quality assurance and quality check of the records. They will do the bulk generation of land parcel maps. They will rectify the errors. CQL, Central Quality Check Lab, which is situated in our survey commissioner at Vijayawada, which is headed by a remote sensing expert. It's having 15 staff, 15, like surveys, village surveys, droughtsmen. They will do the quality assurance and quality check of the ortho rectified images. Agencies engaged. We have engaged the Survey of India, Hyderabad. Likewise, we have engaged 12 drone agencies through RFPs, request for proposal, through tendering. Likewise, aerial agencies, 1 helicopter agency, 2 aircraft agencies. Next. This is the HR, human resources. This is the great asset to our Resurvey project. Regarding the trainings and capacity building, I am the head of this academy, AP Survey Training Academy. The last year, the nomenclature has been changed as AP Institute of Geodesy and Geoinformatics. I am the joint director and the vice principal. Commissioner sir is the ex officio principal of the academy. The academy has played very efficient and effective role regarding the trainings and capacity building. So far, we have imparted more than 85 types of trainings. Drone piloting training, cost training, ETS training, rovers training, DGPAs. So likewise, conventional survey training, the software, that is AutoCAD and QGIS, ground truthing and ground validation, the mobile-based training. These are the main trainings we have organized and we have impacted for all these HR. The institutions are our academy, Survey of India, Hyderabad, Nalsar Law University, Hyderabad. Next. So these are the trainings, ETS, rover, quartz, drone training. Next. Yeah. How we have started this Resurvey project? There were earlier 51 divisions. So we have, in the first phase, we have selected 1 village from each division. So 51 plus 1 from Abadi, 1 for urban. So totally 53 villages were taken in the first phase and the pilots. We have prepared the SOP, standard operating procedure, for the smooth execution of resurvey from end to end. After finishing the resurvey at these 53 pilot projects, we have ascertained, we have documented various doubts, the queries, the clarifications raised by the departmental personnel or farmers in all these 53 villages, and we have documented. So we have engaged ASCII, Administrative Staff College of India, Hyderabad, for the documentation of the standard operating procedure as well as the frequently asked questions. So we have prepared 2 volumes. Volume 1 consists of 125 questions. Volume 2 of 56 questions. ASCII has prepared the documentation, and we have the department has vetted the document. Finally, it is approved by the high level committee. Yes, so we have done some amendments to the AP Survey and Boundaries Act 1923. Here we have delegated the powers from the Mandal surveyor to the village surveyor. That is one amendment. Through SNB Act, there is single provision of appeal. The appeal time is reduced from 60 days to the 21 days. That is another amendment. And we have introduced the mobile magistrate system for the disposal of the appeals. It consists of Deputy Tahsildar and Mandal surveyor. Deputy Tahsildar has been delegated the special executive magistrate powers. He is a recording authority. He has been delegated the powers for the resurvey project. And regarding 1971 APRO Act, we amended the Bhuraksha Patra. Yeah, this is the resurvey at a glance. The flying, drone fly, aerial fly, helicopter fly, GCP's ground control points, audio rectified image, ground truthing and ground validation, the Bhuraksha survey stones, land parcel map, Bhuhakupatram. This is a single slide showing the entire resurvey project from end to end. Next. These are all the various stages of resurvey from end to end. I'll explain one by one. The first one is refixing of village boundary. The village boundary consists of village tri-junction, bi-junctions. For village tri-junction, we are using the A-class stone, which is of 90 centimeters height, 22.5, 22.5 thickness. We are using the A-class stones for the village tri-junctions. And for the B-class stones, we are using the, for the tri-junctions and other points, we are using the B-class stones. The height is 60 centimeters. The thickness is 15 by 15 centimeters. So first of all, we have to refix the village boundary because some of the stones may be misplaced or displaced, may be damaged. So first of all, we have to restore all these stones. So village boundary is to be refixed first. And we will take the ground control points by using the GNSS receiver in the static mode for an observation time of 1 hour for each point. We will collect the ground control points. For each village, we are taking 6 to 8 GCPs for the geo-referencing of the audio rectified image. Next, refixing of government lands. It is a prime duty to protect the government lands. So first of all, we have to refix all the government lands as per records. Refixing the boundary of the Gramakantam village site where the habitations will be there. So we have to refix the entire Gramakantam boundary. Yeah. And we have to do the Chuna marking. I think you know about Chuna marking. So we'll put the chalk powder or lime for the habitational area, this Abadi areas, along the periphery of the each property, so that they will be reflected in the ORA during the drone flying. Yeah, then so these are the preparatory arrangements. Before actually, total end-to-end process can be divided into 3 categories. One is pre-drone, drone flying, and post-drone flying activities. These are all the prerequisites, pre-drone flying activities. Yeah, then we are using the drones, we are using the helicopters, we are using the aircrafts. So for this purpose, the agency has to do the mission planning. Mission planning means before drone flying, the department will supply the KML file of each village map to the agency. So based on that, they will prepare the mission planning. Means suppose this is the village, they will plan how the drone will fly. The mission planning. They will prepare the mission planning. Here, the drone actually, suppose this is the area of interest to be captured by the drone. There is a need of taking the overlap also. That means the drone will take the overlap here also, here around the four sides of the area of interest. The side overlaps are 70%, front and rear overlaps are 80%. Yeah, actually there are different types of drones. Multi-copter drones, they are small drones. Survey of India has applied as Idea Forge drones. They are multi-copter. I think back. The first one is a multi-copter. If there are 4 copters, there will be 4 quadcopter, there will be 6 hexacopter, there will be 8 copters, then it is octocopter. So this is the multi-copter drones, but these are all small drones. They can be used for the Abadi areas. They will give the less outer when compared. It can give 2 square kilometers per flight. So daily some 5 to 6 flights, then around 10 square kilometers outer for this multi-copter drone. Likewise, fixed wing drone. Fixed wing drone, this is the big drone. This will give the double the outer when compared with the multi-copter drone. This will be hand launched. So we'll push the drone, it will start the flying, the hand launching, and it will come back, it will complete the drone flying, it will come back and it will land on his belly. It is called belly landing. So hand launching and belly landing drones, fixed wing drones. They are the big drones, they will give the double the outer. Daily we can get 20 square kilometers per drone per day. Likewise, hybrid VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. It starts vertical takeoff and vertical landing. The hybrid VTOL drones. These are mainly 3 types of drones. Yeah, regarding this helicopter, actually for drones, the height of fly is 120 meters. So we are using the payload camera of 20 megapixels. So this is the regarding drone flying, and we have engaged the helicopter and aircrafts. The helicopter will give large outturn when compared with the drones. The helicopter is giving 275, 300, more than 300 square kilometers per day. The height of fly is 800 meters. They are using 160 megapixel payload camera. Yeah, next slide. So they will do the mission planning, and they will do the drone flying, and they will acquire the data. They will process the raw data. They will apply the necessary corrections because some errors will be there. They will do the application of corrections. They'll rectify the image. They will generate the ortho photograph. Or the ortho photograph, they will overlay the KML file. Now it is cadastrally oriented. Now they will assign the ground control points for the corresponding points. Earlier we have taken the GCPs along the village boundary. So we'll assign those points for the corresponding points to make it geo-referenced. Once it is geo-referenced, you can get the lat longs of any point. If you put the cursor, you will get the geo codes, lat longs of every point if it is once geo-referenced. So they will prepare the ortho-rectified image. It is with the size of A0. ORI is for the village. It is of size A0. So we are using the scales of 1:1000 to 1:5000. And we are subdividing the total ORS into number of tiles for the easy ground truthing. So the tile is of A2 size. The scales we are using is 1:500 to 1:1000. So the agency will generate the ortho-rectified image, the tiles, and the agency will submit it to the CQL, Central Quality Check Lab, Vijayawada. The CQL, Central Quality Check Lab, will do the quality assurance and quality check of the ORA. For the purpose of quality checking, there is the need of taking checkpoints. As per the tender condition, the agency will take the GCPs, but the checkpoints are to be taken by the department. Here we are taking 10 to 15 checkpoints for each village depending upon the area of the village. Checkpoint, the purpose of checkpoint is to check the quality check of the ORA. So we are taking 10 to 15 CPs spreading the entire village. Here we are doing the pre-pointing. Pre-pointing means before drone flying, we have to take the GCPs and CPs. We are using the wooden planks of 2x2 size, wooden planks with the color codes of red and black, like chessboard. Back. This is the wooden plank board for checkpoints at GCPs. So generally we can use the red and black colors, 2 feet by 2 feet, the dimension of the plank. Before drone flying, we have to fix these plank boards, so that during the drone flight, they will be captured in the image. Yeah. The checkpoints data will be collected by the department, and the department will share this checkpoint data to the Central Quality Check Lab. Now the CQL will cross-check the checkpoint data, CP data. They will compare with the ORI. What is the lat long of this corresponding point on ORI? What is the lat long given by the field staff? They will cross-check as per ORI, as per field report. If it is within the allowance of plus or minus 10 centimeters, the ORI will be passed. If it is beyond 10 centimeters, it is defective. Here we have classified. Suppose if it is less than 10 centimeters, it is passed. If it is 10 to 15 centimeters, we have to recollect the checkpoints data. If it is 15 to 20 centimeters, we have to reprocess the ORI. If it is more than 20 centimeters, reflying is to be done. That is the classification, the norms for the quality check of the ORI. If it is less than 10 centimeters, the CQL will pass the ORI. Then the agency will share this ORI in PDF format to the concerned district officer to check formally whether it is totally clear or not, the burns are visible or not, or blurred, is it as per the scales. So everything they will verify. And then the district officer will give the certification that he can go for the printing. Then the agency will go for the printing of the maps and tiles. As I told you earlier, A0 size for the ORI, the 1:1000 to 1:5000. For the tiles, it is A2 size, 1:500 to 1:1000 scales. So we are using the paper of 90 GSM, 90 grams per square meter. 90 GSM quality paper is to be maintained. So the agency will print out the ORS and tiles, and they will be supplied to the district officer. In turn, he will supply all those things to the concerned village surveyor for the ground truthing and ground validation purpose. Next slide. Yeah. Now the village survey, there is the team of resurvey team consists of one village surveyor and one VRO. The village surveyor will check the spatial data. The VRO will verify the textual data. Now the village surveyor has received the authenticated image, print, tiles print. The VRO will take the POLR data, purification of land records. It's WebLAN based. It's a WebLAN version 2.0. He will take the printout of the POLR data, the textual data of the ownership details. So we got the spatial data, ORI and tiles. We got the textual data of POLR. Now this team will issue the formal notice to the landowners to attend for the ground truthing. Then this team will go to the field. They will verify the ground details. He will inquire the landowner. They will confirm the shape of the land parcel. Here, the ridges are of two types, as you know, I think. One is the ridges of the land parcel. And in between, inside the land parcel, some small ridges are there. They are called, the small ridges are there, water ridges. I think you know about it. Because for the retention of water, they will put some small ridges, water ridges. This is called ponding, ponds. This is the total land parcel, but inside small ridges will be there. But during drone fly, the drone will capture all the bunds. So the team has to confirm what are the exact boundaries of the land parcel. So based on the field inquiry, he will demarcate with marker pen on the ORI print, confirming the boundaries of the land parcel of an individual landowner. He will give some Chalta number, it's a temporary number. Yes, then VRO will inquire regarding the textual data, the ownership details. As per our POLR, some patadar is there. Who is the exact patadar on ground? Who is the enjoyer? What is the classification of the land? What is the nature of the land? So all these things will be inquired by the VRO. Here we will get the information from the landowner, and these two will go back to the office. They will do the system work. The village surveyor will open the ORI soft copy, and there he will vectorize the boundaries of the land parcel. Suppose I am having 1 acre of land, so he will vectorize my boundaries of the land parcel by using the QGIS, Quantum Geographical Information System, QGIS software we are using. Actually, there is an issue of software. Actually, the best suited software is ArcGIS, but it is the proprietary software. It's very expensive. For the advanced version, it is around 18 lakhs, 18 lakhs for single user. So it's very difficult to procure that much of users for all the 10,185 village surveys. So we have gone for the freeware open source, that is QGIS, Quantum Geographical Information System. We are using the QGIS software for the generation of the LPMs. So by using this QGIS, he will vectorize the boundary of the land parcel. He will give the number of this land parcel. Will prepare the land parcel map with input number, unique land parcel identification number with QR code. He will generate the LPM. There is an option of bulk generation of LPMs. So the village surveyor will generate the LPMs. They will enter the details in the preliminary land register, PLR. Now again, the team will issue another notice calling the landowner to appear for the ground validation. Now we'll disclose all the land particulars. Now we are showing the land parcel map to the landowner. This is your shape of the land. These are the measurements. This is the extent derived. If he is satisfied, then we can issue the 9-2 notice under SNB Act 1923. 9-2 notice will be issued in case of undisputed lands. If he is disputing, suppose he is not accepting the measurement or the extent, then actually the people having a tendency of that conventional methodology, if only we measure the land with the chain and crosstalk, they will satisfy. Otherwise, they may object us. So in such a case, we'll try to remeasure the land by using the chain and crosstalk or tape before his presence of the landowner. Then he will be convinced. In such a case, we will issue the 10-2 notice under SNB Act. Then here we will disclose the ownership details. So this is the patadar, this is the enjoy and everything. There is an appeal provision. There is single appeal provision under AP Survey and Bound Act is AP Survey and Boundaries Act 1923 under section 11(1). If any landowner is aggrieved by the 9-2 or 10-2 notice, he can prefer an appeal before the Mandal Mobile Magistrate team. Then the team will come to the field. Then and there, they will settle the issue regarding the spatial data or regarding the textual data. And they will issue the speaking orders. Then we will finalize the DLR, Draft Land Register. It consists of various spatial data details and textual data details. Here, the village surveyor will enter the spatial data like land parcel number, ILPIN number, correlating survey numbers or subdivision numbers, extent. He will submit the DLR to the VRO. The VRO will enter the textual data, ownership details like name of the patadar, name of the enjoyer, nature of the land, classification of the land, land use, khata number, email ID, phone number, Aadhaar number. All these data will be uploaded by the VRO. Then he will submit through the Deputy Tahsildar, then Tahsildar, then RDO, Revenue Divisional Officer, and finally to the Joint Collector. Joint Collector will approve the DLR, Draft Land Register. If it is once approved, then the District Survey and Land Records Officer will issue the 13th notification stating that all the survey operations are hereby completed. 13th notification means that is a final notification issued by the survey department stating that all the survey operations are hereby completed. So survey operations are completed. Now we have to go for the settlement operations. This DLR, draft land register, will be notified as draft records of rights under. They are fully trained, so they can only do this project because surveys they cannot understand, they cannot inculcate this advanced technology because they are some old age people, 45, 50 years. But village surveyors are so young, they are highly qualified, they are well trained with more than 85 types of trainings. So that is a great capacity building, sir, in our department. So ground level credit goes to mainly village surveys and being the HOD, Siddharth sir, and other officials from JD, RDD, ED, deputy inspector, inspectors, deputy inspectors, surveys. So it is a team effort, sir. It's a great effort. So we are all feeling so proud to be the part and parcel of this great project, sir.
Great, sir.
And moreover, the commissioner is giving a honor that in each land parcel map, it will be printed the village surveyor's name.
Fantastic, sir. That's the greatest move, sir.
He has given such a credit because it will be forever, it will be recorded. He can feel so proud that my name is recorded in the permanent records.
Yes, great, sir.
So likewise in the preface also, so we are writing who are the officers have given the effort, like assistant director, inspector, deputy inspectors, mandal survey, consent.
Yes, sir.
So we are mentioning the names of all those officers in the preface, giving the great honor.
Fantastic.
We are giving the place to the all those efforted people
Recognizing their service.
in the permanent records, sir. And likewise in the village map, assistant director name and commissioner name.
Great, sir.
So they'll be forever in the history of the department. So that's a great privilege and the honor given to the
Correct.
officers working, sir.
So two more questions, sir. After my completion of my basic tours, both the rest of the two are very basic only. Definitely, it is the call of the surveyors, deputy surveyors, assistant directors who are sitting here. That's the main reason for this particular moment. Only you people have been asked to attend this workshop. I request all my survey officials to raise questions, clear your doubts, because tomorrow definitely all you will be input into this job. We have already, as sir rightly said, the first and foremost job to be carried out is the identification of village boundary. This regard, we have already issued letters to the concerned authorities. I make a reminder in that underline. Has already dropped to the concerned authorities to identify the stones immediately. This is a war footing basis. It is, and as our sir rightly said, it's our proud to take up this job, in fact. So after my completion of the rest of the two doubts, the surveyors definitely has to raise their doubts. This sir has come down to Puducherry all along from Andhra to clear our doubts, even though it is very difficult to clear the moment. We can raise our basic doubts. Subsequently, any minute things that can be cleared over phone or some other additional sessions like that in the future. The third doubt right now, sir, for me, sir, how you deal with your own state boundaries, sir, Karnataka, there and there. There will be the own Karnataka government. It seems partly they have completed, partly they have started, and you are in the almost process of completing the this thing, sir. Internal becomes within our disputes. I mean, dispute of Andhra. How about the dispute between the neighboring states? This is what another question, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, regarding ISB's interstate boundaries, the joint surveys to be done, sir, by both the officials of both the states. Now we are approaching, sir. Actually, it is to be we have to go for the ISB survey, interstate boundary survey. So we are approaching, sir, not at reaching. But we have to conduct the joint survey with both the officials of both the states.
They are cooperating with you.
Yes, sir.
Any advance notification will be there. Yeah. I mean,
No, sir, we are approaching.
Ah.
We are approaching. Actually, RDD, Regional Deputy Director,
yes, sir.
is empowered to conduct the ISB survey.
Okay, sir.
Is such a level officer is required, sir.
Okay.
RDD, Regional Deputy Director, he is
Okay.
competent to
Okay.
conduct the ISB survey for the
Okay.
both the states, sir. We are approaching, sir.
Fine. The final one, sir, so far, I do not know whether I will continue. Sir was telling the whether we have to declare the final completion of survey in a form, your particular rule and section you are telling. Can we declare village wise or district wise or region wise like that? How Andhra is doing, sir? Declaring a survey is completed.
Is village wise, sir.
Village
Village
wise.
wise. So at the beginning of the resurvey, we are issuing the section 5 notification by the district collector in 2 successive gazettes with a gap of 1 month. And after that, 6th notification will be issued by the district survey and land records officer. Finally, the 13th notification will be issued by the district survey and land records officer, each village wise, sir, stating that all the survey operations are completed. Village wise, sir, village wise.
Okay. So, so my doubts are almost covered. I request my settlement officers, special officers, and all the cadres of surveys to raise the basic doubts. Doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong, but it is our call to clear our doubts. Session starts. Mike, yaar one more kudu.
One request I have to make, sir. Sir,
Photos taken.
Sir, one request I have to make, sir. Whatever the documents you have prepared regarding the SOP and the this one, your FAQs, no? If it is to be shared with Labasna only, so that we can share to the Puducherry officials
Sure, sir.
their
Sure.
own understanding and for their own betterment to make the acts and everything, manuals. Yeah.
Sure, sir. I'll
Yeah.
share it.
Is it a national consultation with us?
Actually, sir, we have engaged ASCII, Administrative Staff College of India, Hyderabad, for the documentation of this SOP and FAQs. This is vetted by the department people, officers, and finally it was approved by the high level committee. As I told you earlier, in all the 53 pilot project villages, we have listed out the various doubts, queries, questions, clarifications from all these 53 villages. We have documented various types of questions. In the volume 1, it is 125, and volume 2, 56 questions. And we have prepared the solutions and answers for all the questions. We have prepared a very good document. Definitely I will share you, sir. We can share you to Puducherry officers also.
Hello, sir. So I was having 2 questions actually. The first one is regarding the accuracy. Because you are employing in this scheme various technologies. The first one is, of course, the drone survey. And then if the person is having any issue or dispute, then you said that he can decide on the technology. You can use ETS or any other technology. Then how you match the borders, and what about the area calculations? Because the accuracy will be different in every single technology. So how are you going to match the technologies?
Actually, ma'am, as per BSO 34B, Board Standing Orders 34B, Para 7, there is an allowance of 5% rewarding extent. So that is to be admitted, one thing. And in the conventional survey, we have measured the extent by using the area square papers. I hope you know that area square paper. So it is almost an approximate area. But now we are using the de-staged data. So it will be very accurate data, very accurate extent we are arriving. So the landowners have to admit, because that was measured based on the area square paper. Now we are measuring with the de-staged data. So no doubt we are getting the very accurate extent.
So only for the sake of their understanding, you will use a different technology. But for say generation of UL pin, you will be using the drone technology only.
No, no.
How you are going to use the geo coordinates of the corners and of the lowest land parcels?
No, ma'am. Actually, it is the policy of the government to execute the resurvey by using the drones or aerial aircrafts or helicopters. So there is if there is a dispute, again we are coming and remeasuring. We are checking the area measurements in his presence. Suppose generally the people having a tendency of that they are habituated for the conventional methodology. They satisfy if only it is measured with the chain and cross staff or tape. They may not admit this advanced technology. In such a case, so we are remeasuring your extent, whatever the instrument you propose. Suppose if you ask for the chain and cross staff, we are remeasuring the chain and cross staff. Suppose if you want the rover is to be used for the area calculation, in your presence we are measuring the area, then generally people will admit it. Even then there is an appeal, the mobile magistrate will come. Then even then also he is not accepting, then is the final provision is there under section 14, he can approach the civil courts. So there are some layers of appeals.
Okay. The second question was about these disputes only. What is the percentage of disputes? Like if you have done say 100 surveys as of now, how many surveys are are in the disputes as of now?
Generally, ma'am, 95% there are no disputes. Generally 5%. Some people very hardcore, they may not accept, they may not admit. So generally 5 to 6% issues are there.
Sir, I must say this is a humongous activity taken up by AP government. I really congratulate
Thank you, ma'am.
for being a part of it. And let's say it will be escalated to the whole country soon. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request my PCS officers, deputy collectors to start. Share their views. Wow, mic kudunga. Johnson sir, some sort of typical experience in Karaikal will also be for you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I am Deputy Collector Karaikal. Actually, now it is a new section for us. So already we are doing everything in manual. In Pondicherry, already having the drone survey. But as you told, fixing of the field, the weather conditions, and dry lands, wetlands, whether it be correct, and also you told that any application comes in the mobile survey, mobile administration. How it can be solved, whether it is solved, it can be answered, then everyone will come for the mobile application only. Sir, please come and measure our land. Sir, we cannot satisfy on this. So this is the main thing, what we are seeing also now. See, people will not satisfy on the online, even certificate also.
Okay.
So regarding the mobile administration, we want to clarify whether it will be worthful. But how can we strictly we can stand on this? We cannot go for each and everyone. Because if we done for one man, then another man will come. Sir, I want this mobile survey, sir. You just come and say they will appeal again. One appeal goes for 10 appeals, 10 appeals goes for 100 appeals. Again will come the back. So there are some points to be stopped, where it will be stopped, and what condition it will the mobile survey. Some SOPs will be there, means it will be easy process.
Yes, sir. We have prepared the SOP and FAQ.
Yeah, this is basic.
Definitely, I'll share to the Sneha ji.
Yes.
In turn, he will share.
Because other things are normally you can do it everything. But regarding mobile, see, first one appeal, then he'll say, I have go to the appeal, they filled, come to the field, they finish everything. So certification of the public is not easier. So particularly for mobile thing, we want SOP. So some, Ramesh sir. It's right.
Absolutely right, sir. Basic
Yeah,
question.
Because the only issue we'll see on the field.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If you go for one man, then everybody will come.
Yes, sir. Yes. True, sir. True. Sir. He is a well-experienced person, sir. He is raising a basic doubt. In fact, here once it has been raised as a doubt, so it will just like is some type of disease. No, I straight away that will become a style of work for the general public. No, I am also objecting. Go for appeal. It is quite common. The reason is, sir, in Puducherry, it's a very small area. People fight even for half inches. Literally, all my specified officers will know. Plastering work, sir. In one particular wall, and plastering work was done. People came for appeal that, sir, this fellow has plastered 1.5 inches inside my area. And he is calculating 1.5 inches into this much of area, sir. It is 60. Totally, it comes to 30 square feet to 40 square feet. So they are literally fighting, and they are coming with this type of very, very silly. And that too within the family members. This is another fantastic thing, in fact. So this type of things are existing in Puducherry. That's the reason sir has raised, in fact. And I request my PC's officer, Deputy Collector South, Mr. Muralidharan. He is a native of Puducherry. I request to raise his views.
Actually, sir, the concept of Mandal Mobile Magistrate, it is mainly from the CM, sir, because the landowners will not suffer, and we have to go to the field, and then and there we have to settle the issues. So that is the main concept of the CM also, Honorable CM. So that's why we have introduced this Mandal Mobile Magistrate team concept. So definitely it will be successful, sir. I hope everybody will not come for the mobile magistrate appeals. Most of these are generally 95% cases will be settled there, then and there at the lower level. A few appeals only can be put before the mobile magistrate, sir.
We hope, sir. Murli, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. My question will be, what in the earlier survey, the natural boundaries would be different, and over the course of time, the natural boundaries would have, like channel boundaries and river boundaries would have changed. Obviously, there would be a reduction in the total usage area. So, how did you address that?
Sir, ours is the mirror principle and curtain principle. Our principle, resurvey principle, is the mirror principle, the curtain principle. So whatever the things that are reflected, they will be taken into account. Correlation is it is at the back end only. Correlation, we need not go stand for the correlation of the earlier survey numbers, earlier subdivisions, earlier boundaries. So here it is mirror principle. What is the ground reality that is reflected in the drone image ORI, that will be considered.
So, for example, if someone is having 100 acres on the banks of river, and due to flooding for 5 or 6 consecutive seasons, he has lost around 20 acres to that flooding, and the river has widened its path. And how will you convince the landowner that you don't have 20 acres of land anymore? Obviously, he will approach the government to make some compensation or no?
Sir, actually, river, that is accredited lands and eroded lands. Generally, the river has a tendency of shifting. Suppose this is the river, it will slightly shift towards some one end to another. So because of that, certain lands will be eroded and certain lands will be accredited, the formed. Some lands will be submerged. So regarding the extent variation by submerging, that is the policy of the government. That's a policy to be taken by your government. So whether we are giving the compensation and everything, because it is already submerged in the river. So what shall we do? Generally, it is the case everywhere, because the river is having a tendency of shifting from one end to another end. Here, the lands will be submerged, eroded. Here, the lands will be accredited, opened. So that is the natural phenomenon, the act of God. So that is the policy to be taken by the government. Whether we are giving the compensation for the land eroded.
Okay, sir. Sir, from digitization part, sir. I'm sorry, sir. NAC, sir, anything from your side, Mr. Ravindran, sir? From your side, sir? Nothing. Sir, I request all my specific officers, settlement officers to note down their doubts, surveyors, this side, in fact. Definitely, there is a second part of the doubt clearing session by our respected joint director in the dais. Right now, we are about to switch over to the next this thing, sir. But Sindil.
Sir, good morning. I have few doubts, sir.
Sir, please.
First one is regarding the court cases. Already there is a land which is covered by a court case which is in dispute, either with private parties, the private parties are among members. That's one case, how it has been dealt with. That's first doubt, sir. Second doubt is due to, everywhere in India, you can find GP lands or lands being encroached by residential people who have occupied there would be permitted. So we are living there in some other area which they don't have any kind of title or so. Maybe at least for 20 or 10 years. How that was dealt? That is another one, sir. Regarding the manpower that we are utilizing for survey, having utilized new manpower, existing surveyors or revenue people who are doing the work, separating the team for using survey.
No, sir. Actually, the powers have been delegated to the village surveyor from mandal surveyor. There is no any separate party. There is no separate team for resurvey. The regular personnel, they are working for the resurvey. That is village surveyor, mandal surveyor. There is no any separate party for resurvey. It is the regular job of the staff. One question. And what are the other questions you have asked?
Court case.
Yeah, court cases. Regarding court cases, unless there is any status quo or injunction, then only we cannot execute the resurvey. Otherwise, we can do. Unless there is any status quo or interim stay, injunction, status quo, then only we'll stop the survey. Otherwise, you can execute the survey.
So, is there any specific amendment in the act or so, sir, for that the government? Or it will be a normal thing for
They are the executive instructions, sir.
fine, sir.
They are the executive instructions.
That's the final one, sir. Usually we'll be having a number of petitions for mutations. Regularly, every office will be having.
Yeah, what that we have asked Sada Bainama. Earlier we have asked Sada Bainama. That is, one person has been enjoying the land, but he doesn't have any records. You have asked that question, I think. That is called Sada Bainama case. I think you know about it. I don't know. It is called Sada Bainama. That means somebody has been enjoying the land, but he doesn't have any records. He doesn't have Patadar passbook. He doesn't have any registered document nor unregistered document. Sometimes they may have some white paper written. Sometimes they may not have that also. In such a case, we have formulated the settlement of the Sada Bainama cases. So we have engaged Nalsa Law University, Hyderabad, for the documentation how to dispose the Sada Bainama cases. When there is no any document, when there is no registered document, in such a case, how to settle the cases. That is called Sada Bainama cases. So we have prepared some guidelines by engaging the Nalsa Law University Hyderabad, and we have communicated all those guidelines to all the officers.
Okay, sir. Final question, sir.
Ah.
For a particular village, if you are taking a resurvey, what about the pending petitions? Have you closed it, made it zero, and then started afresh for that one? You should not have any floating applications, no, for mutations and other things. How that was taken, sir? Like in a taluk, there are about 500 petitions for.
If you conduct the resurvey, most of the cases will be settled there, then and there. Because if there is any mutation, we are settling now. If there is any succession, if there is any deed registration, gift deed. So all this will be settled during the resurvey only. So generally, after completion of resurvey, there are no any further like offline petition, subdivision petition, because we are conducting the subdivision also. We are demarcating the boundary also. So most of the petitions will be redressed during the resurvey project. And moreover, we have initiated FPOLR, Field Purification of Land Records. Parallelly, we are doing the FPOLR, Field Purification of Land Records. Even before the commencement of the resurvey, the village surveyor and VRO will identify the issues on ground, any disputes, title dispute, or any boundary dispute, like Sada Bainami cases, mutations, successions. So they will identify and they will try to dispose of them before the commencement of resurvey. So we are doing the parallelly to mitigate the issues during the resurvey. It's like a preparatory work. It's a prerequisite work.